Coming up on Sports Weekly, the San Bernardino Valley College men's basketball team was off and running against Victor Valley College. We got the highlights, plus an Upton Classic between San Bernardino and Indian Springs in a Mountain Valley League showdown. We got those highlights, plus action from Aquinas taking on Fairmont Prep from Anaheim, plus an interview with Aquinas basketball star Brooklyn Ross. And we'll also check in with this guy, former Aquinas football star Francis Mauigoa, who helped Miami reach the national championship game. Well, now he's getting ready for the NFL draft. All that and more coming up on Sports Weekly on IEMG, and it starts right now. Welcome to Sports Weekly on IEMG. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. Give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because we've got to get right into the highlights. We've got bonus extended highlights of San Bernardino taking on Indian Springs in boys basketball in Mountain Valley League play. They played just about 2 weeks ago on January 7th, and San Bernardino won that game at Indian Springs 60-57. So it was a 3-point game the first time around. This game at Cardinal City, even closer. Let's get right into it. To the highlights we go. Cardinal City and San Bernardino battling on the offensive glass. That is Mason Vilhauer, the putback there for the Cardinals. Then the other way for the Coyotes, Joseph Salas. Nice move inside for two there for Salas. Then the Cardinals, George McEwen driving and dishing to Amari Harris for two there for the Cardinals. Then McEwen to Harris again for the bucket, the jumper. Cardinals up 16-10. Second quarter, Ty Thornton for Indian Springs. Inside, hangs and hits there. Salas now for Indian Springs. Drives inside. Indian Springs, though, down by 3. Then off the miss, it's going to be Indian Springs. Demetrius Ellington there. Indian Springs takes the lead when Christian Smith gets the follow-up. And it was an 18-17 game at that point. Then Drew Dunning, the bucket for Cardinal City. Then back the other way with Indian Springs. It's going to be Ellington to Smith inside. And then Ellington coming up with the steal and the basket. The Coyotes in front of the Cardinals by a score of 25-22. Then it's going to be Cardinals with the ball, but turnover on the play and another bucket by Ellington. The Coyotes take a 5-point lead. The Coyotes had a big second quarter. Here's Thornton, the baseline J. 29-22 Indian Springs. San Bernardino would answer. What a pass! McEwen to Harris for the bucket. Nice play there. Then Dunning drills the three. The Cardinals trailed at the half 31-30. Third quarter, Salas for Indian Springs gets the basket there. Then San Bernardino down by 3. Caleb Jones feeds Dale Porter for the bucket inside. Then off the Coyotes miss, San Bernardino quickly in transition. Here we go. R.J. McCollum and Cardinal City takes the 37-36 lead. Ellington for the Coyotes hits the triple. Coyotes back in front 39-37, but Dale Porter would tie the game again, getting this putback right there for San Bernardino. And then it's Vilhauer going in strong for two. Later, McCollum to Porter. Here come the Cardinals. They got on a little bit of a roll, but Indian Springs would battle back like they did throughout the game. It's Jones for San Bernardino on this play, but the Coyotes climb out of the hole. Salas to Xander Weber for the baseline jumper, and then it's going to be Salas with the basket. The Coyotes take the lead. They led 45-40 after 3 quarters of play. Indian Springs getting on a run. Thornton to Carell Lister for the basket in 1. Coyotes leading 48-42. The Cardinals answer. Porter gets the follow-up and the foul. Fourth quarter, Indian Springs with the ball. 3-point attempt, no good, but there is Lister. Coyotes up by 6. San Bernardino battles back again. McEwen's jumper rattles in there, but Indian Springs trying to escape Cardinal City with the win. Thornton, the 3, 53-46 Coyotes. Cardinals down by 6 when McEwen feeds Porter for the basket and 1. Then Salas hits a huge 3 for Indian Springs. 56-51 Indian Springs at that point. but the Cards would not back down. Dunning answers with a tray for San Bernardino. Less than 3 minutes to play, and Dunning ties the game at 56. Ellington would give Indian Springs the lead again on this runner, 58-56, but George McEwen and the Cards would sink some big free throws down the stretch, and they would matter because Indian Springs would hit a three-pointer in the final seconds of this game, and the Coyotes come up 1 point short. The final score, 63-62. San Bernardino wins. They make it a season sweep against the Coyotes. San Bernardino now 16-7 overall, 5-0 in the MVL. Indian Springs now 3-2 in the MVL and 15-8 overall. So San Bernardino in the driver's seat now to win the Mountain Valley League Championship. All right, let's take you over to Aquinas now. They had a big non-league game against Fairmont Prep from Anaheim. That's Harry Chen from Fairmont Prep hits the three. Aquinas on the offensive end. Brooklyn Ross to Vincent Warsaw for the bucket. And then more for Fairmont Prep. That's Langston Ford, the jumper. A great non-league showdown, two of the top programs around. Ross, three-pointer is good. We'll have an interview with him in a different segment here on Sports Weekly. Then Ross, the jumper there. Looking good right there for Ross. Juma Katindo, the turnaround, and Katindo is a 7-footer. Watch this play. He's going to pull up for three, and he hits. Good job by the big man. Then it's going to be Juju Moreno, the jumper for the Falcons. Aquinas up 18-5. What a great start for the Falcons. But Fairmont Prep would hang in there. That was Calvin Chovino, the three. Then Warsaw on the other end for Aquinas off the glass. And good. Then Xavier Mendez, three in the corner, and he's just a freshman. Trey Johnson, the jumper from around the elbow for Aquinas. And then Mendez comes up with the steal and the bucket for Aquinas. They were up 29-15 at that point. Fairmont Prep, though, hanging around. David Obasogan with the basket there, and then Brooklyn Ross for the Falcons. Two more on that play. Fast forward to the third quarter. Jacob Sue hits the three for Fairmont Prep. Later, Warsaw for Aquinas. Up ahead to Ross. Falcons up by 10, 33-23, and Aquinas led for most of the game, but Fairmont Prep would battle back late in the third quarter and into the fourth quarter. They led 42-36 after 3 quarters of play, and they go on to edge Aquinas by a final score of 51-47. So Aquinas now 14-10 overall after the loss to Fairmont Prep, but they are 5-0 in the Ambassador League, so a great shot for them to win the league title. And they got another big non-league game this week against Inglewood, so they've got a really good schedule this year, including their non-league action. And finally here, let's wrap up with some girls soccer. San Gorgonio picking up a big win on the road at Kaiser. 4-0 the final score. Look at that goal right there. San G, what a season they are having. One for the history books. They are 19-2-2 overall on the season, and they are undefeated in San Andreas League play. Now that the regular season is over, they will go into their league tournament and then the CIF playoffs after that. But they are having a special season, and it is not done yet. Again, 4-0 victory on the road at Kaiser, and this San Gorgonio team is on a roll, having one of the best seasons ever, maybe the best ever in San Gorgonio girls soccer history. 19-2-2 overall. Congratulations to the Spartans. All right, when we come back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG, we got some college basketball from SBVC and some college football news as well. We'll be right back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.